Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm Jonathan. You're watching Clone with a Wand broadcast. It is great to be back. Today, I am going to be opening the first day of the Lego Star Wars Advent Calendar. Now, this is the first one that I've seen, at least, that is specifically centered on a certain Star Wars element. Let's see. You can see here it actually says The Mandalorian and the Child. You can see all sorts of different things specifically from The Mandalorian. Like you can see the Scout Trooper that hit Grogu, IG, Stormtrooper, Mando, Grogu, Tusken Raider, Razor Crest, Moff Gideon's starship. But that's a bunch of spoilers, so we're just gonna stop right there. So let's jump right in and open the first one. I want to say thank you very much to my aunt and uncle who got this specifically for me so that I could do reviews. I'm very excited. I have not done a Lego review yet, and this is also my first Advent Calendar review. So let's jump right in. I gotta say, the box itself, just alone, is very nice. You've got the stylized Razor Crest, which is not so subtle advertising for Lego's set. And let's see, they got the little gold elements all over here. You got the snowflakes on the engines, Christmas lights. It's actually a really nice design. If I had a Razor Crest, I think I'd have to try and recreate this here. And then there's Moff Gideon's TIE Fighter too. So this one is very, very much based on The Mandalorian. But I do not think that takes away from it, just looking at the pictures here. I think that what we're going to get is very cool. Alright. Day number 1. I love playing with these and putting the minifigures on here. I've had a few advent calendars over the years and I really enjoy that. So day number 1 is right here. Tusky Boy's head. Let's see what we got. I'm excited. Ooh, it is the Razor Crest. Very, very nice. They had the Razor Crest in last year's as well, so this isn't terribly exciting. Ooh, that voice crack there. But it looks like it has better detail than the last one did. So that is exciting. I might have to do a comparison video at some point here, comparing the older one and the newer one. Yeah, there was a bit of structural problems, in my opinion, on the last one. It was a bit weak. Didn't really stay together the greatest. Oh yeah, I forgot I kind of need this to be open, huh? So I can see how to build it. I'm good, but I'm not good enough that I can just freestyle it and get it looking completely right. Not by the picture anyway. So let's see here. I'm going to start with my 1x4 dark gray plate rather. And then put these two double-sided ones on here. Un and deux, as they say in French. And then we put the inverted slant on the back. And let's see, where do we go from there? Let's reinforce it structurally, so let's go ahead and put this plate on the back 3 studs here. And then, just so I don't lose track here, I'm going to go ahead and put this nice little tile on here. Oh yeah, that was one of the complaints I had about last year's, was that it did not have any markings on the side of it to show the stripes that are on the actual Razor Crest. And that I thought was a pretty major flaw. I mean, it's a mini build, but there is enough stud space to do something like that, so I didn't see why they didn't. Okay, that's cool. I like the look of this so far. Or we could just leave it in pieces and it'll be accurate to how it is in the show. Maybe not. Okay, but it would get lost. But Okay. Now this piece here, this is one that is hard to find. I like piecing together sets that I can't afford. Um, and one of the ones I tried to piece together a while ago was the second version of the Republic gunship. They've got the UCS one now, but it's super expensive and it's off scale. The minifigures are cool, but not that great. So overall, no, just no. So this piece is what I'm talking about here. It is a 1x1 black translucent tile. Now you need a bunch of 1x1 and 1x2 translucent black tiles on the ship if you're going to piece together your own. And that is where I ran into trouble and ended up having to just make do with whatever I could make work there. So hopefully you're all having a good for the what is it, December 1st? I'm actually recording these ahead of time because I'm having an ear surgery tomorrow that will restore, well, kind of. It's like a cochlear implant, kind of, just working on a different part of the ear. I'm going to be having that on my right ear here. And so, um, yeah, that's why I'm recording these early so I get plenty of recovery time to play with a bunch of Legos that I've saved up. I just gotta say, I like the top here. Looks very smooth, styled. It looks like the Razor Crest. It looks like a small Razor Crest and not as much of just a mini build, you know? Whoopsie dunkles, we're losing pieces already. Doing pretty good though, doing pretty good. And then we put I like this piece. This is a neat one. This light gray, like handlebar thing here. That is a very nice one. I like that. Like to see that in sets. I think it's going to be in a couple more of these. It's becoming more and more common. See, that's one thing that I like about Lego is, except for things like Spider-Man's legs that are blue and then red on the bottom, those are called dual molded. I think what it is they're molded with two different colors in the factory, and that drives up the price. So those are only in the higher priced sets. But pieces like this that are just single molded, they're common in sets now, and I like that Lego isn't skimping on um, the higher cooler pieces, I guess, the newer pieces, and they're putting those in all sorts of sets. Okay, let's see. So I got my front guns on there. Now I'm gonna put the stripes on each side. It should not be taking me 10 minutes to do this, but I'm talking as I'm doing it, and I'm good at distracting myself. So, there we go. Now that looks a lot more accurate than last year's. Here we go. Boom, boom. Very nice. And let's see. Okay, only one thing left to do now, and that is the engines. I love the amount of spare parts that come with the advent calendar. Really gives you some nice pieces to use in your personal builds, and I've used them quite a bit myself. Especially the ones from last year. I believe I'm still using. I wonder where that goes. Okay, so in case anybody gets confused on the engine, this is the left engine. What you want to do when you're building it is put one of these little baby bottle things in here, then put that on there to make the front of the engine. That's a little bit hard to tell there. And then, of course, just put your cone on there, and do 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 bum 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 do 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 bum 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 do 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 do. Okay, that's enough of the Mandalorian theme, but that is one of the engines there. When if you hold it from this view, it actually looks kind of complete, but we're gonna build the other one because why not? I mean, that joke kind of went nowhere, huh? Okay. Do 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 bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. La di da la di da la. Here we are, do do do. Building Razor Crest for Mando. Do 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 do. I'm a perfectionist, so lining up the corners of a plate with another plate, or that kind of thing, that is essential. Okay. Yeah, okay, here we are. We're finished. We got both engines. Everything's on there. I gotta say, I feel this much more accurately represented the Razor Crest than last year's. So here's the front, just like the coming at you pose. That definitely looks better already. You can actually see through there if you look just the right angle, but the being able to see into the front of the engines is something I'm not sure there was last year, and that provides more scope for looking closer to the real thing. And then there's that side, and it looks a lot more like the ship than last time. So over here, let's compare it to the picture. Good, come on, you can do it. You can do it. Here we go. Look at that, two Razor Crests. Not really, but yeah. So that is day one of the Advent calendar. I'm gonna be doing this. I think I'm just gonna post each unboxing video and then each just review of each one. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, that is it for today. Uh, Happy holidays and happy Christmas season to you all. And I hope that I can see you in the next video. So Merry Christmas if I don't see you again, and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays whether I see you again or not. You've been watching Clone with the Wand. You've been watching Clone with the Wand broadcast. Thanks for joining me. Hi, I'm Jonathan, and you've been watching Clone with the Wand broadcast.